Hello! Welcome to another Move, Breathe and Flow class. This one's for adults, and I'm Rory Lemonade, osteopath. I hope you've been enjoying the Alien Disco workouts and Move, Breathe and Flow classes in the last couple of weeks. And I hope you've had time to look at my free online workshop that's on YouTube at the moment. This will just make sure that the theory informs the practice in terms of if you're looking to sort of do things to maintain your health, or if you're just having fun, then that's fine. But you know, the workshop will really help to glue a few things together and maybe motivate you to do a little bit more often. And as with all the time with the classes, just make sure you've got enough space to move your arms, swing your arms, and enough space above your head to jump a little bit too. It starts off gently and goes a little bit more vigorous, and you can go as hard as you like, but it's always about listening to your body as well. So this routine is just a simple taster of what's possible in a short space of time with these techniques, and there's a lot more range of techniques too. So and most of these techniques are found in other movement practices. It's just a case of putting it all together to see how it affects the lymphatic system, which is, I think, a useful tool for making it very more efficient. So you know, dipping into a little bit of mindfulness and slow deep breathing and a little bit of movement that creates a bigger pump for the lymphatics over 90 seconds could really make a difference if you've only got that short space of time. But you can do as much as you want, or as you can too. I'll say this many times as well though, it doesn't aim to address aches, pains, fatigue and issues as such in this routine. This takes consultation and holistic health analysis to understand how to address these symptoms. So please bear that in mind. You can always contact me with questions or book now for a consultation about these things too. It would be interesting to know what you get out of this individual class, or if you've been doing it along accumulatively and seeing how you go. It'd be great to get some feedback on that. And one thing to bear in mind when we're doing this is to make sure we're consistently breathing slower than our brain would like, but not to get out of breath, but make sure it's slow and goes down deep via nasal breathing, and don't do anything that doesn't feel good as well. Stay within your motion and range capabilities that feel good. And without further ado, let's move, breathe and flow. So let's just do a little bit of tapping first of all. Just wake up these muscles. Even if you've got 90 seconds to do this, sometimes it's just great feeling a bit tired. Just tapping all the muscles all around the arms. Really gets that peripheral movement and vibration into the cells, lymphatic vessels, nodes, and belly. You do really sort of hard but loose wrists and heavy, strong fingers onto the ribs there. It's about getting it as light as possible, but still with heavy movement. You feel what I mean as you go along. Tapping into the lower back, leaning forwards, going to the tendinous areas. Leaning backwards goes into the muscle belly when it loosens off. Great for the lower back there, stiffness. Tapping into the buttocks. Nice long straight arms. Heavy but loose. Leaning backwards again turns them off and get right into them. Leaning forwards goes into the tendinous parts. Down into the legs. The long bones create all the red and white blood cells. So the thigh especially is great if you want to stimulate some more blood cell metabolism and bone metabolism. Tapping onto the thighs here, into the feet. Joisting up, going onto the shoulders. your great pre-lunch de-stressor. Okay, just do a little bit of shaking off. Imagine you're shaking water off the hands and thumbs here. Some nice vibration going. Really loose ankles. Shaking off. Back to the breath where possible, when you remember, breathing in slowly through the nose. And breathing out slowly through the nose. The rhythm helps us feel our brain feel regulated and safe, which will create relaxation for the nervous system. Breathing in, breathing out. You're often arms going on, really focusing on that slow breath helps so many ways. Breathing in and out. You can even hum as well, which will create nitric oxide creation in the nasal cavity as we breathe out. Also helps to be mindful, noticing the sound. And again. It's amazing how much this makes you feel good in a very short space of time. And breathing in now. Just let's drop down. It's a standing meditation. Noticing all that energy flow we've just created. Time for ourselves. 90 seconds is enough to just really drop down on our nervous system and create stress resilience rather than stressful response. A little bit more gentleness movement, so breathing in. Synchronizing the hand movements with our breath pattern and out. Sinking down, full body motion. Breathing in. And out. Letting go of all the muscles we don't need to use. And again, breathing in. So good for our mind and body. Quick refresher. And out. Breathing in slow. And out. Let it all just sink down. Breathing in. That really nice, slow, deep stretch into the diaphragm there. It's really pumping our lymph out around. Do a bit of a turning one now, so breathing in. And then breathing out to come back to centre. Let everything hang. Switch the muscles off. They'll drain much better when they're really relaxed. Not holding too much tension. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. Go at your own rhythm and rate. but slow it down. And out. Breathing in one more time. And out. Let's get some real nice relaxed pumping action now, just to clear all those old bits of metabolites and chemicals and replace it with fresh blood. Squeeze it all out, all the old stuff into the lymph. Breathing in and out. This is a nice bouncing motion. Still a gentle squeeze out into the back as the hands flick up, but the hands are very relaxed. It's more your arms controlling the hands, and the hands are just switched off. Keep doing the slow breaths, deep in, but slow. Through the nose, mouth shut. Another rhythmic technique here. You can always do small, light, and small, slightly faster. That's more preferable. Long, wide and slow. Really flicking the knees, flicking the arms up with your knees. Let's do a little bit of calf pumping. So we're just going to lift up, walk on our tiptoes as high as we can, but don't push too hard. Just once you've got your range, relax. If you've got a surface, you can lean on it, create more of a stretch through those calves, then do that. I'm a fan of not using gadgets, but a wall is very useful. Very, very, very good at bringing up the fluid from the lower half of the body. Massive vacuum pump, helping the heart to get it all up, get it back all up. Taking the pressure off the heart. Back to the breath, remember to breathe in slow and deep, nasal. We can do push-ups or push-offs if you've got a surface. Can't do that right now, but take some time to exercise the shoulders as well, but we're going to do pumping, relaxed pumping things next anyway, so remember that one to do later. This is really getting the shoulder pumps going, relaxing, alternating with elbows over each other. Again, we're bobbing again, creating a really nice bounce through the spinal postural muscles. Breathing in slow and relaxing. You can always do small range again, whatever's comfortable, whatever's most free. You've got only a free range of motion here, do that, because that will really help to increase that range over time. If you can go wide, then go wide. Okay, fun spinal dances coming up now. So we're going to create a C-shaped spine. We drop the knees, create a C shape coming up, and then we're creating an S shape back to an S-shaped spine. C shape, this is with a pelvic tilt. So if you haven't got the pelvic tilt down, then put your hands on your hips and pelvis and turn, physically turn the pelvis until you feel the muscles you're supposed to be using and get them going. Really helps to learn where muscles are in the body for the brain. So once we've got that going, nice and relaxed, Just keep it relaxed, you're not pushing into the end range of anything with spinal movements. Just keep it in the mid-range, and then we're creating a nice dance. Relax. Get the shoulder pump going now. Tilt the head down as the hands come forwards, and we're going C shape, S shape, C shape, S shape, C shape, S shape. Relax. Relax. Keep it in motion, all feeling free. And the feelings that can be there before, you don't notice them for a bit, and it might even help to pump them away. We shall see. Don't have enough time for dancing, and this is even more efficient at pumping the spinal cord and brain than just dancing. A little bit of side bending as we're doing it, a little bit. You can start to play around with these parameters as long as it's safe to do and feels good. Okay, disco hips. So we're unlocking and locking the knee action. And you can go slow, at mid-range, or you can go a little bit faster. However it feels to you. A bit wider feet if you want to get more pump going. Reaching up, your hands, reaching up. Relaxed muscles. Nothing. You don't need to use anything you don't need to use. So once you've got the motion, drop back to the breath again, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Play around with where your hands are in space. Get the shoulders really moving dynamically. You've been probably spending a lot of time still typing, doing stuff, and your mind has been somewhere else. This is a time to feel, be dynamic in your own space and enjoy your own movement. And then we're going to cross thread, so we're going to walk up on the spot and just turn over the knee that's coming up. Relax. Once you've got the motion, back to the breath, breathing in. Do fast or slow, get your own rhythm, breathing out. Create that nitric oxide. And get it down into the lungs. Tap toes, tippy tap toes. Stretching the hip muscles a little bit more now. Reaching across. Reaching up. Play around again where your hands are in space. Keep the breath slow. A little bit of reaching up. Okay, let's do some super brain yoga squats before we do some energetic stuff. It's going to get some oxygen in quickly and really massive fluid drainage, so just be careful as you do it. If you haven't done it before, see how far you can go with the squat. And then we're going to cross over the arms, hold on to the earlobes because it's going to pull into the sinuses. Open up, down, breathing in as we drop down. And then let it go out slow. And in. And in. Nice, as deep as you can go with the breath there. Is going to really squeeze everything from central, and there's a lot of lymph going on centrally. Okay, so if you don't like jumping or you can't jump, then you could do soft ones, but we can always do star pumps. So we're going to just raise up and leg out to the side, keep it straight, come up onto tiptoe a little bit. If you can do star jumps, then do star jumps. We're going to do them in a minute. And you can come down to make it harder. Down into a squat, high up. Breathing in slow, keeping the air slow flow as possible. Star jumps, relaxed. Doesn't have to be wide, doesn't have to be high. Just twitch it out and get a pump going. Brilliant for the lymphatics. Into the calves, into the shoulders, into the diaphragm, breathing in slow. Spotty dogs the same, but forwards and backwards. Breathing out slow. Keep it nasal. If you feel like you need to stop, breathe through your mouth, stop but breathe through your nose. It's going to really help to retrain the brain not to breathe through the mouth. It's important to maintain. I'm obviously doing it now because I'm having to talk. But just a few of anything is great. Breath of fire now. Just going to get all that gut ready for lunch. So just going to put hands on the belly, tuck the abdominals in, fire them to feel where they are. Then we're going to use them to fire the air out of our nose with our mouth shut, tongue on the roof of the mouth, teeth shut. Breathing in, breathing out, drop through the hips, tilt forward slightly, give some space, and make sure you're relaxing after each one. Do one properly and not just keep tightening yourself up, and relax, and relax. Okay, lion's breath. You're going to breathe in and then just let go of all of our negativity, emotions and nasty build up of thoughts and stuff, and stick the tongue out at the same time and roar. Okay, so really help to stretch the nerves and the muscles down into the gut there. One more time. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I mentioned before, this can be just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what's possible with adapting things for your own situation in different times of day and different situations and different conditions in life. So it may be all you need for 20 minutes right now if you've got lots of other things and healthy things going on in your life, but it doesn't also, that 20 minutes doesn't fully cover all movement throughout the rest of the day. So little bits often is going to really help to make that more efficient for you. If you think you need more motivation to move or want to understand more about breathing and mindfulness techniques, or if you're feeling down, stressed, fatigued or in pain or don't know what to do about it, or if you don't think you have enough time for exercise, I am here for one-to-one coaching on this online consultation. There's a booking button on my Facebook page and you can send me any questions you like as well. And finally, information is knowledge. Knowledge is understanding. Understanding is power to manage your health. So help the project survive. Donations from those that are fully welcome that can afford it. Reviews, liking and sharing for those that can and can't afford it. Feedback, questions to help improve, strengthen and develop the project. And all the links will be in the Facebook page for more of this stuff and see you tomorrow for the last one in the series, or see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.